start of a brand new championship. We've got 6 rounds for you in this championship, and the first round comes to you from Suzuka, and guys out on track at the moment putting in their qualifying laps for the first race. We've got 3 15-minute races for you tonight. Should be some cracking racing on this Suzuka track, some nice close battles. Looking forward to this one. Currently at the moment on provisional pole is Callum on a 148.437. Drivers on this qualifying session in the 148s and 150s. So Callum takes pole from Wadru in second place. Here we go everybody, hope you enjoyed this one. First race of 3, 15 minutes. Matt Elwood takes third, Paul in fourth, Unforgiven in fifth, Larch in sixth, Jerry Smiles and Chuck in eighth. Racers primed and ready. Revs are up. And we're away. Good start there by Callum. Also Rodrigo putting down the beams. Rodrigo looking down the outside of Callum on this first corner. Going to be nice and tight down this first right-hander. Callum hanging on to that pole position from Rodrigo, Paul, Matt Elwood, Unforgiven, Molson, Chandler, Larch. Roger chasing down Callum, but Roger's under pressure now from Paul. Paul in third place. Less than half a second between these two guys round the left-hander. Oh, a little mistake there by Paul. Unlucky there for Paul. Goes off the track. Has a spin. Oh, unlucky there. Really unlucky there for Paul. Back up front. Callum still in the lead. Roger in second, chasing down. Not too far behind is Matt Elwood in third place. Unforgiven in fourth. This is the battle on the track at the moment. Molson in seventh. Hodgson and Larch. Hodges through into 8th place. Larch is into 9th. The battle on the track at the moment between these three cars. Down the straight, 160 mph plus 6 gear left-hander. Larch is really keeping it tight. Larch makes a move on Hodgie down the right hand side. Oh, it's also tight round there. A little touch but no big one. Good sportsmanship there from Larch, giving Hodgie the room. Over the start finish straight. Larch in pursuit now of Hodgie. Not much between these two guys. Quick look up front, see what's happening. Callum hanging on to that lead still. Got a good 1.3 second lead now over Rodrigo in second place. Chasing down Rodrigo is Matt Elwood, not too far behind, 1.7 seconds. There's Unforgiven in fourth. Nice Chand at the moment, chasing down Unforgiven for that fourth place. Not too far behind is Chand. Hard on the brakes, round the left-hander, tight left-hander, onto the power. Oh, Chand has a little, great driving there by Chand, managed to try into his car. Little twitch there by Chand, which gives Unforgiven a bit more of a lead over him. There's King Monster in sixth place. Got a couple of second lead now over Molson in seventh place. There's Hodgie in eighth. But the battle at the moment is between ninth place is Larch. 8th place is Larch, 9th is Chuck, and 10th is Paul. Right up the bumper now is Chuck. Is he going to make a move down this left-hander? No, he's playing it nice and safe. Coming down to the chicane, hard on the brakes, first gear. Oh, mistake there by Larch, goes off track, and Chuck also. Unlucky there for them two guys. Quick back a look up front. Callum hanging on to that lead, still 11 minutes remaining of this first race from Suzuka. Rogers still chasing down Callum in second. There's Chand in fifth. King Monster in sixth. Molson in seventh. There's Paul in eighth. Closest battle on the track at the moment between Hodgie in 11th and Chuck in 12th. Not much between these two guys down the straight. There in 12th, doing his level best to catch up to Hodgie, not too far behind, soon be in the strip to make a move on him. Less than half a second between these two guys. Can Chuck get close enough to Hodgie into a slip down this straight before the left-hander at the bottom? Oh, mistake there by Hodgie and Chuck. And Hodgie hits the barrier. Oh, really lucky them two guys there. Look at front, Callum still hanging into the lead. So the start for the straight coming down into the right-hander. 1.3 second lead for Callum. Rogers still hanging on to second place. Not too far behind Callum at the moment. Good racing there by Rodrigo, keeping with Callum. There's Matt Elwood. Third place was Nearly got a 3-second lead, nearly ever Unforgiven in 4th. Unforgiven's getting chased down by Chand. Oh, King Monster's gone off. Oh, look at that, King Monster. Molson goes round the outside of King Monster. Molson goes into 6th place. There's Paul in 8th. He's got nearly a 3.5 second gap between himself and Jerry Smiles in 9th place. There's Jerry Smiles, still getting chased down by Launch. This is the closest battle on the track at the moment between these two guys. Jerry Smiles and Launch, 9th and 10th. So a quick look further back, see what's happening. There's Chuck in 11th. Hodgie in 12th. 7 minutes and 50 seconds remaining in his first race. Back up front, Callum still in the lead. Just over a second. Roger's doing his level best to catch up to Callum. He's not too far behind, just over a second between these two guys. One little mistake by Callum, and there's Roger. He'll be in there. Matt Elwood in 3rd. Chand and Unforgiven now chasing down Chand. Just over half a second between these two. We'll keep with these two for a few minutes. Seems they're pretty close on track. Good little battle going off here for 4th and 5th position. Right-hander shot, right-hander onto the power. As Unforgiven got the beans to catch Ice Chand, take that 4th place. Places King Monster. There's a close battle for you guys. Molson in 7th and Paul in 8th. Paul right up the bumper, thumper up the bumper for Paul. Has a look on Molson. Down the inside, almost neck and neck round the left hander. And on the acceleration, neck and neck between these two guys, between Paul and Molson, 7th and 8th place. You're going to take a look, Paul, into the chicane. Ooh, there's a little look. Keeps it nice and clean. Round the right-hander over the start, finish straight. And Paul get into the draft, going over the start, finish straight to make a move on Molson. He's definitely close enough, he's going to have a look. Oh, here's a look down the inside. Oh, Molson goes a little bit wide there, unlucky for Molson. He manages to hang on to that 7th place from Paul in 8th. Good battle on track at the moment between these two. 7th Molson, 8th for Paul. Closest battle on the track at the moment between these two guys, with just under 5 minutes remaining in this first race from Suzuka. Paul having a look down the inside, really piling the pressure onto Molson. Now it's Paul. Second gear right-hander onto the power. Molson really absorbing this pressure well from Paul. Paul has looked down the inside. Does he take it on? He does. Great pass there by Paul over Molson. So Paul goes into 7th place from Molson. Great racing between them two guys, and Larch is not too far behind in 9th place, followed by Joey Smiles in 10th. Quick look up front, see what's happening. Callum just hanging on to that 1st place still. But Roger was reeled him in a little bit for just under a second between these two guys now, so Wadru in with a great chance. And maybe taking Callum on this first race with 3 minutes and 51 seconds remaining. Matt Elwood in third. Matt Elwood's got a decent gap between him and Chand, 8.9 seconds between third and fourth. There's Unforgiven in fifth. Still chasing down Chand. King Monster in sixth. Paul in seventh. Lance, Jerry Smiles and Wilson. Closest battle on the track at the moment is between Callum and Wadru. Wadru's getting that little bit closer every lap. As Wadru got the beans of him to take Callum before that finish line with just 2 minutes and 57 seconds remaining in this first race from Suzuka. Wadru's doing his level best not for Callum to take too much of a lead on him. Into the chicane, second gear, 60 odd miles per hour. Down to the start finish straight, so have a quick look back. Third place is Matt Elwood still. He's got a decent lead over Chand. Nearly 10 seconds between Matt Elwood and Chand. There's Unforgiven in fifth. Still chasing down Chand, nothing between these two guys really. And probably the closest battle on the track at the moment, or is it? Paul in sixth place, under pressure now from King's Monster, not too far behind his launch. Round the right hander, hard onto the power of the start finish straight. King Monster having a look down the inside. Who's he going to have a take on him? Ooh, almost neck and neck between these two guys, but Paul just manages to hang on to that sixth position from King Monster and Launch. Great racing there by Paul, just hanging on to that sixth place from King Monster. 1 minute and 19 seconds remaining in this first race. Launch giving it the beans to King Monster. Launch looking for that seventh position. Just 1 minute remaining, guys, of this first race. We'll get to the leader very shortly, but just take a look at these two guys on this little battle. King Monster has looked down the inside of Launch as he takes him. Oh, a little twist there by King Monster, and Launch puts on the power nice and early to keep hanging to that seventh position. Great racing between these two. We've got to go back to the lead now because we're coming to the end of the first race. Oh, lucky there for Launch, goes a little bit wide. Oh, Wadru now has really closed the gap on Callum. Callum really under pressure now from Wadru. Will stick with these two guys till the end of the race. As Wadru got the beans to catch Callum and take this first race from Suzuka, or is Callum going to take it? Ooh, a little twist there by Callum. Manages to hang on to his car though. Less than half a second between these two guys. One little mistake by Callum and it's good night VM, but he's hanging on to that first place really well as Callum really under pressure now from Wadru. Going around the right hander, Wadru's trying to get into the draft of Callum before the straight. Is he close enough to make a move? fifth gear, 150 mile an hour plus. Oh, he's really putting the pressure now on his Rodro. Oh, he has a little look. Definitely close enough, but good racing there by Callum. Hanging on to that first place under great pressure from Rodro. Oh, great racing, and Callum brings it home in first place from Rodro. Looks like Matt Elwood is going to bring it home in third place, and he does. Great racing there by Matt Elwood to bring it home in third. Little battle going off here in the closing stages by Ice Chan and Unforgiven. Is Ice Chan going to hang on to that fourth place? I think he does. Ice Chan from Unforgiven. Great racing between them two guys. Paul's going to bring it home in sixth, Lance seventh. King Monster, Jerry Smiles, Molson, Chuck and Hodgie. Oh. Great win there for Callum on this first race of round one on this brand new championship from Suzuka. Congratulations to Callum on that one. But a very close race with Rodro. So guys, 2 15-minute races to go. And these 15 minutes races, ah man, they just go so fast, man. Like, they feel like 5 minutes, not 15. Just a couple of minutes break now before the start of the second race. I hope everybody enjoyed that first race. Saw quite a few overtakes, a few guys coming off track unfortunately for them, but makes good entertainment for us. And it's a damn sight better than watching Songs of Praise, that's for sure. Just a short practice session before the start of the second race from Suzuka. Taking a look at Rodro on his practice session before the start of the second race. I think you'll all agree that Rodro really put the pressure onto Callum on that first race, and could have easily have taken the win, but really good racing there by Rodro, keeping the pressure onto Callum. Hodgie making his acquaintance with the barrier. So guys, if anybody was watching the last championship that we're doing this Sunday, which had some fantastic racing. I think we had was it four or five rounds in the last championship, and this championship we've got 6 rounds. Got some great tracks coming up for you in this championship. So, Callum on pole for the second race at Suzuka, followed by Roger and Matt Elwood, Chand Unforgiven Paul, Larch and King Monster in 8th. Revs are up waiting for the lights. Is Callum going to get another good start off the start line? Oh, Andy does cracking start there by Callum also. Roger, everyone's off the line. Nice and clean. Round the first right-hander. Callum hanging onto that pole position. Followed very closely by Roger, really putting the pressure onto Callum. Around this twisty, windy section. Third place is Paul. Paul's getting chased down by Chand. Not too far behind is Matt Elwood. There's Matt Elwood in 5th place. 6th is King Monster, chasing down Matt Elwood. All the cars nice and close at the moment. Ooh, and Chand goes off track there. I'm not sure if Chand had a little tap off somebody there or just went off track, not sure about that one. Someone else off track back there, let's have a quick look, see what's happening. So Callum up front at the moment. Under pressure now from Roger. Roger having a look down the inside. Oh, great racing between these two guys. Oh, undercuts him, but does Roger and he takes him. Oh, great pass there from Roger over Callum. Fantastic racing there by Roger, taking that first place from Callum. But Callum's pouring that pressure back onto Roger now down the straight. 6 gear, 162 mile an hour. Roger running onto that first place from Callum in 2nd. Great racing between them two guys for 1st and 2nd position. Suzuka. There's King Monster in 3rd. Paul in 4th. Paul's getting chased down now by Unforgiven in 5th place. Not too far behind is Jerry Smiles, Launch and Molson. Hard on the brakes through this twisted section. 3rd gear, 100 miles per hour. Oh, Unforgiven goes a little bit off track there when Jerry Smiles takes that spot off him. Also goes through. Oh, does Molson go through? And he does. Great racing there by Molson. Also taking Unforgiven. So Molson goes up into 6th place. Battle on the track at the moment, 6th place. Launch, Molson in 7th. Followed very closely by Unforgiven. Skip with these few guys at the moment. We've got 3, 4, 5 cars in the battle. Jerry Smiles taking the lead in this little battle in 5th place. Oh, Larch goes up onto the green stuff. Oh, little twitch there, but great racing there by Larch. Hangs onto his car. And Molson takes that 6th place from Molson in 7th, Unforgiven in 8th. Followed by 9th is Chuck. Great 4-car battle going off here, guys. Down the straight, 160 mile an hour plus 6th gear. Round the left-hander. Molson struggling into that 6th place, but he's getting chased down by Lodge. Lodge can have a look, and he does. Does he take him? Oh, enormous neck and neck round these bends, but Lance does it. Great pass there by Lance. taking 6 from Molson in 7th. Molson getting chased now by Unforgiven in 8th place. Fantastic battle between these 4, 5, 6 guys. Molson, Larch, Unforgiven has a little look. Not quite this time. Larch hanging into that 6th onto that 7th place. There's Molson in 6th. Trying his level best to pull away from Larch. Just over a second between Molson and Larch. Great racing there by Molson, doing his level best to pull away, to get away from this pack. Oh, Larch goes off track onto the brown stuff. Oh, lucky there for Larch. Fast racer is Larch, he'll soon be back in the pack. Quick look up front. Rodri hanging on to that 1st place, got a really good healthy lead over now over Callum, nearly a 3-second lead. Great racing there by Rodri. In 1st place there's Callum in 2nd, chasing down Rodri. 3 seconds between them 2 guys. King Monster in 3rd. There's 1.5 seconds nearly over Paul in 4th. Paul now chasing down King Monster. There is a battle on the track at the moment. Here is the battle between Jerry Smiles and Molson. Oh, Molson has got to quick look down the inside. Oh. Fantastic challenge there by Molson. And look at Jerry Smiles. Not quite this time for Molson, but Molson's really pulling that pressure onto Jerry Smiles as they start finish straight. 160 mile now plus 5th gear. Hard on the brakes for the right hander. As Molson can have a look, he does. Oh, Molson look down the inside. Molson keeps it nice and clean, but still keeping that pressure onto Jerry Smiles. Now is Molson. Great racing between these 2 guys. Nothing between them at all. 8 minutes and 50 seconds remaining of the 2nd race from Suzuka. Jerry Smiles holding off that pressure from Molson, but Molson's really not giving up the ghost now on Jerry Smiles. Around the right hander, Jerry Molson's doing his level best to get into that draft to Jerry Smiles. Nothing between these 2. Almost trumper up the bumper. Oh, a little twitch there from Jerry Smiles. Does make an opportunity for Molson to take him. And Molson, I think, is going to take him. And he does. Great pass there by Molson over Jerry Smiles. Just that little twitch from Jerry Smiles there. Gave the opportunity from the teeth in for Molson to take that 5th position. Great racing there by Molson. There's Unforgiven in 7th. Unforgiven chasing down Jerry Smiles, just a second between them 2 guys. There's Chuck in 8th. Chuck's getting chased down by Chand. Matt Elwood not too far behind with Pen Flanch in 12th place. Oh, great racing here at the back between Lance and Hodgie. Stick with these 2 guys. Into the chicane. Is Lot's going to be close enough to make a move on Hodgie? Oh, almost neck and neck between these 2 guys. No, not quite this time. Back up front. Wardrew still hanging on to that 1st place. Got a fantastic lead over Callum. 5-second lead. Great racing there by Wardrew. 5-second lead over Callum. Callum in 2nd. There's King Monster in 3rd. And getting chased down by Paul in 4th. Paul is just nearly 2 seconds behind King Monster. 5th place is Molson. Great racing there by Molson. Battle on the track at the moment between Jerry Smiles and Unforgiven. Nothing between these 2 guys. Not too far behind is Chuck. With just 6 minutes and 21 seconds remaining in the 2nd race from Suzuka. Unforgiven doing his level best to chase down Jerry Smiles. Around the right hand of second gear, hard onto the power. Third gear, fourth gear, 130 mile an hour plus, fifth gear, 140 mile an hour plus. Great racing in the second race from Suzuka. Is Unforgiven going to be close enough to Jerry Smiles before the start finish straight to make a move? Just over a second between these two guys, maybe not quite this time. Unforgiven's not too far behind. Wilson starting into that 5th place. Jerry Smiles 6th, Unforgiven. Chuck. Chandler, Elwood. Battle of the track at the moment is at the back between Chandler and Matt Elwood. Nothing between these two. Around the right, left hand, around the snaky part of the track. Chandler just managing to hang on to that 9th place. Larch in 11th. There for challenge, has a little twitch and goes onto the green stuff, and Matt Elwood takes 9th position. I'm really lucky there for challenge, but Matt Elwood goes into 9th place. Quick look at front, see what's happening. Roger is on a real flyer. I think Roger must have some sort of bananas in his fuel tank or something. He's got a nice healthy 8.3 second lead over Callum in 2nd position. Great racing there by Wadru. There's Callum in 2nd. King Monster in 3rd. King Monster's getting chased down now by Paul. Paul in 4th. Molson now. Molson's having a fantastic race in 5th place. Molson looking to take Paul over the start, further straight down to the right-hander. Harding the brakes off it down the inside, oh, not quite this time. Molson keeps it nice and clean, but Molson's really putting that pressure onto Paul. Great racing there by Molson in 5th place. Really looking to take that 4th position off Paul. Probably the closest battle on the track at the moment between these two guys, for just 3 minutes and 15 seconds remaining in the 2nd race from Suzuka. Molson hard on it, doing his level best to chase down Paul. Quick look up front. Wadru, nearly got a 10-second lead nearly over Callum. Fantastic racing by Wadru in 1st place with 2 minutes and 45 seconds remaining. There's King Monster in 3rd. Oh, great battle in between Molson and Paul. Molson has a look down the outside of Paul. Does he take him on? He does. Fantastic racing there by Molson over Paul. Paul won't give up the ghost too easy. Fast racer is Paul. He'll keep the pressure onto Molson. But Molson's on the fantastic race, and Molson's in 4th place. He's chasing down King Monster now. Has Molson got enough time to catch King Monster to take that 3rd place into the chicane? Hard onto the brakes, 2nd gear. Now hard onto the throttle. Can Paul get close enough to Molson to take back that 4th position? Not quite this time. Molson's having a fantastic race. 6th place is Jerry Smiles. Jerry Smiles got a nice 2.1, 2.2 second lead over Unforgiven, but Unforgiven now is getting chased down now by Chuck. Chuck's not too far behind. 1 minute and 25 seconds remaining. These races go so quick. Unforgiven, keep that 7th place. There's Chuck's getting chased down now by Matt Elwood. Matt Elwood's not too far behind Chuck, just under a second between these two guys. We're on the right hander, first gear, hard onto the power. Ooh, little twitch there by Matt Elwood. Matt Elwood is really giving it the beans. Chuck at 8th, Matt Elwood in 9th. 10th is Chand. Right, we'll have to go back up to the front, guys. We're just under 30 seconds remaining. Wadrew, first place, a massive 13-second lead over Callum. What has this guy got in his tank on this second race from Suzuka? This guy is really flying. Wadrew, what a race he is having. Fantastic lead over Callum, 13 seconds. There's Callum in second. Wadrew battle on the track at the moment there. It's between Paul and Monster, and Paul takes him down the inside. Great racing there by Paul, taking King Monster for that 4th position, but King Monster's not giving it the ghost yet. Really padding that pressure onto Paul. Anything between these two guys. Paul's doing really well, trying into that 4th position, but King Monster's not giving up yet. We have to go back up front, guys, to this 1st place guy. Wadrew. What a fantastic race he's had. Nearly a 15-second lead over Callum. Fantastic stuff. I think he's got some vodka in his fuel tank, that's why I think he's got. If he has, I'm going to drink it, I'll tell you. This guy is super quick on this second race from Suzuka. Oh, and Wadrew brings it home in a fantastic 1st place. Great racing there by Wadrew. Callum's definitely going to bring it home in 2nd place. There's Callum just about to go over the line in 2nd place. Good racing there by Callum into 2nd. Molson, fantastic race there by Molson. He's going to bring it home in 3rd. Oh, great racer, Molson, 3rd place. Paul just brings it home from King Monster. 6th place, Jerry Smiles. Oh, right battle going off there. So Unforgiven in 6th. Oh, fantastic racing, and a great win for Wadrew in the 2nd race from Suzuka. Massive lead by him. Oh, time for a drink, I think, after that one. So guys, 2 races down of this 1st round from Suzuka. Just one more 15-minute race to go. Hope everybody's enjoyed the first 2 races. There's Wadrew coming out onto track to put in a bit of a warm-up before the start of the 3rd race. Great win for Wadrew on this 2nd race from Suzuka. Not long, guys, before the start of the third and final race of the evening from Suzuka with this first round of the championship. For those viewers who have just joined the channel tonight, we've got a nice 6 rounds of this championship. Second round next Sunday. Hope to see you all there. I think I might need to buy some more vodka before next Sunday as well. I'm getting a bit lower. I hope you guys have a nice little tipple tonight in your hands, a bit of whiskey, a bit of vodka, a bit of beer, whatever takes your fancy. It's Matt Elwood doing a bit of rally cross for us in his practice laps. So guys, just before the start of the third and final race from Suzuka, who's your money on for this final race of round 1? Ooh. Any one of these guys could win it. We've got, by the way guys, we've got 3 leagues running in this championship. Obviously this is League 1. We've got League 2 and League 3. We've got loads of races running in this championship. We've got that many races, we're having to run 3 leagues in this championship, so that's great stuff to hear for the Ultimate Racing League. Here we go guys, third and final race from Suzuka. And it's reverse grid for this one, so Jerry Smiles takes pole position from Launch, Hodgie, Chan, Matt Elwood, Chuck, Unforgiven and Monster is your top 8. Revs are high. 15 minutes, which feels like 5. Here we go. Great start by Jerry Smiles. Really hard on the power there by Jerry Smiles. Hangs on to that pole position. Right, a few cars going wide there, not quite sure who that was, but great battle here between Launch and Chand. Also in the mix is Hodgie, Monster, Chuck, Paul and Wadrew. Around these first tight corners. There's a battle on the track at the moment. Hodgie, Monster, Chuck, Paul and Wadrew also in the mix. Chuck's having a look down the outside. Paul, King Monster keeps it nice and tight, but King Monster now really under pressure from Callum. Callum in 7th place. King Monster look down the inside as he got the beats to pass Hodgie. Hodgie keeps his line. Hodgie manages to hang on to that 4th place. Great racing there by Hodgie. Managing to hang on for King Monster. King Monster's really putting that pressure on. Also in the mix is Paul, Callum and Wadrew in 8th place. Round the right hander. Let's get some that's better, let's get some Monster 4th, Paul, Callum, Hodgie and Rodrigo. Great battle between these guys. Paul's on look down the inside. Not quite this time, but there's Paul that manages to hang with that 5th position from King Monster in 4th. Not too far behind is Callum in 6th, Hodgie and Rodrigo. Loads of cars in the battle. This is what we want to see, guys. This is Ultimate Racing League. King Monster, 4th place. Hey, who needs a BBC licence, man, when you've got racing like this? 4th place, King Monster, getting chased down by Paul. Callum in the mix. Callum now really putting that pressure onto Paul. Paul keep it nice and tight round them bends, not giving it any opportunity whatsoever for Callum to pass him, but Callum's really keeping that pressure now onto Paul. Monster in 4th, Paul, Callum, Hodgie, Rodrigo, there's Callum. Callum doing his level best to chase down Paul. Callum goes a little bit wide there, but brings it back in, keeps his line. There's Hodgie in 7th, Hodgie's getting chased down now by Unforgiven. Unforgiven in 8th, Unforgiven's not too far behind, but Unforgiven's really feeling the pressure now from Rodrigo in 9th and Molson in 10th. This is a battle on the track at the minute, guys. We've got 4-5 cars, 6 cars in the battle. Ooh, anybody's race. All bets are off, guys. This race is too close to call. There's Rodrigo in 9th, the winner of the 2nd race from Suzuka, down the inside of Unforgiven. Not quite this time. Unforgiven manages to hang on to 8th place from Rodrigo, Molson and Matt Elwood. Quick look at front, see what's happening. And Jerry Smiles, great racing there by Jerry Smiles. Hanging on to that 1st position, 1.7 seconds lead over 2nd place, which is Chan. Chan doing his level best to chase down Jerry Smiles. Nearly 2-second gap between these two guys. There's 3rd place is Larch. 4th is King Monster. King Monster is getting chased down now by Callum, Paul, Hodgie, Unforgiven and Jerry Smiles putting his fastest lap in over 1:49. There's King Monster. Great racing. This is what we want to see, guys. Fantastic stuff. King Monster in 4th place. Getting chased down by Callum, not too far behind Callum is Paul, Unforgiven and Rodrigo. We've got 3, 4, 5 cars in the battle here. Paul off it down the inside of Callum. Does he take it? Has he got any beans? Looking at between them two guys. Oh, Callum just manages to hang on to that 5th position from Paul. Fantastic racing round the left on the 3rd gear, 90 mile an hour plus. Is Paul going to have a look before this straight is going to be in the draft of Callum is Paul? But is he going to be close enough to Callum before this left-hander? 160 mile an hour plus 5th gear. Not quite this time. Quick look at front. Jerry Smiles. Great racing there by Jerry Smiles on into that 3rd position from Ice Chand. Just 1.5 seconds between them two guys. There's Chand in 2nd, 3rd place is Larch. Larch is chasing down. But the battle track at the moment is between Monster, King Monster and Callum. Callum is up down the inside and Callum takes Monster into 4th place from Monster, Paul, Unforgiven and Molson not too far behind. Great racing there by Callum taking that 4th position from Monster. Nice and clean racing. This is what we want to see, guys, in Ultimate Team Racing. Clean racing, this is what it's all about. Clean racing, but fast and furious, and Paul has it down the inside of King Monster. 5th gear, 114 mile an hour plus. Does it take him? No, King Monster just manages to hang on to that 5th position from Paul. The battle on the track at the moment between these two guys. Callum hanging on to that 4th place, just 8 minutes and 13 seconds remaining in this 3rd and final race in the 1st round from Suzuka. Oh, little twitch there by King Monster. But King Monster manages to hang to that 5th position from Paul. Paul really putting that pressure now onto King Monster. Well, we're just taking a heart rate monitor of King Monster, and oh, it is high. He's really under pressure now from Paul. Nothing between them two guys. Quick look at front, guys. First place, Jerry Smiles. And nearly a 2-second lead now over Ice Chand. Ice Chand into 2nd place. Ice Chand getting chased down by Lance. There's Lance in 3rd place, but Lance is also under pressure from Callum. There's Callum 4th. 5th is Paul. Paul's still under pressure now from Monster. Not too far behind. There's Unforgiven, but Unforgiven is under pressure now from Molson. Molson has looked down the inside. Does he take him? Oh, great pass there by Molson. Taking 7th place from Unforgiven. Fantastic manoeuvre there by Molson, taking that 7th position from Unforgiven. Unforgiven won't give up the ghost too easy. He's a fast racer with Unforgiven, and he won't give up on Molson, that's for sure. There's Roger in 9th. Winner of our 2nd race from Suzuka, but Rogers now is getting chased down by Matt Elwood, rounded left under 4th gear, 125 miles per hour. Ooh, little twitch there by Roger, gives a chance for Matt Elwood to go past, and Matt Elwood goes past into 9th place. Fantastic racing. Matt Elwood goes into 9th from Roger in 10th, not too far behind is Chuck, and then Hodgie in 12th. Quick look at front. 6 minutes and 22 seconds remaining in the 3rd and final race from Suzuka. Jerry Smiles has got a nice 3.4 second lead, nearly 3.5 second lead now as Jerry Smiles over Chan. Chan in 2nd. Chan now really under pressure from Callum. Callum look down the inside. Does he take him on his left hander? 6th gear, and he does. Great pass there by Callum. Oh, unlucky there for Chand, unlucky. Oh, Chand just goes off track. Very unlucky there for Chand. Quick look up front. Jerry Smiles hangs on to that 1st place. Callum in 2nd. 3rd place, Paul. Battle on the track at the moment between Chand, King Monster. King Monster definitely close enough to look at Chan, not too far behind. There's Molson, Matt Elwood and Rodrill. Loads of cars in the mix, just 5 minutes and 14 seconds remaining in the 3rd and final race from Suzuka. There's Chan in 4th. Really under pressure now is Chan. From Monster, Molson, Elwood and Rodrill. Oh, King Monster look down the inside, and it takes a great pass there by King Monster. King Monster. Great pass by him. There's Jerry Smiles. Got a nice healthy 3.5 second lead now over Callum. Callum in 2nd place. There's 3rd place is Paul. Great 3rd position for Paul there, doing really well. King Monster in 4th, but King Monster now is getting chased down Molson. Molson's having a fantastic race in this 1st round of the championship, but Molson's now really under pressure from Matt Elwood, Roger and Chip not too far behind. In the slip now, as Matt Elwood got in. Keeps it nice and tight, and Molson. Monster 4th, Molson, Matt Elwood. Really close between these 3 guys, not too far behind those Roger and Chuck. As we start for the straight, Molson's look down the outside. Is he going to take him? King Monster's look down the inside, does he keep it? Oh, neck and neck between these 3 guys. And King Monster holds on to that 4th place. Great racing there by King Monster, but great chance there by Molson. There's Matt Elwood in 5th. Roger now chasing down Molson. Molson's giving it everything he's got in this first round of this championship, really giving it the beans is Molson, but Molson's ridden the pressure now from Roger. And not too far behind is Chuck in 8th place, and 9th is Unforgiven. Round the right hander, first gear, hard onto the brakes, onto the power. 2 minutes and 42 seconds remaining in his first, third and final race from Suzuka. King Monster just managed hanging on to that 4th place. Matt Elwood in 5th. Molson 6th, there's Roger in 7th. The winner of our second race, not too far behind is Chuck in 8th and Unforgiven in 9th. Quick look up front, Jerry Smiles just still hanging on to that 1st place, got a nice 2-second lead over Callum in 2nd. There's Paul in 3rd, great racing there by Paul's got a nice healthy lead over King Monster. Nice healthy lead, 6 seconds there. Matt Elwood now is really the pressure from Molson. Also a battle between Roger and Chuck. Let's keep these two guys bottom of the track at the moment between Roger in 7th place and Chuck in 8th, and 1 minute 40 seconds remaining in this 3rd and final race from Suzuka. Fantastic race in this 3rd and final race. His race is really getting warmed up now. Molson in 6th, just managing down hanging on to Roger. Roger is really up the bumper now of Molson. As Roger got the beans to take Molson around his left hand, and not quite this time. Chuck has a look on him and Chuck takes him. Chuck takes 10th place from Roger into 8th. Quick look at front and Jerry Smiles still hanging on to that 1st place. Great racing there by Jerry Smiles. Hanging on to that 1st place over Callum in 2nd. Let's keep with these guys just for now. Jerry Smiles in 1st. Just over half a second between Jerry Smiles and Callum. As Callum got the beans to catch Jerry Smiles. Hard on the brakes into the chicane, 2nd gear. Jerry Smiles getting chased down by Callum. Jerry Smiles goes over the line and just manages to hang on to his lead just from Callum, but Callum's really piling the pressure now into Jerry Smiles. There's Paul, 3rd place, great racing there by Paul, but battling the track at the moment between Molson and King Monster. And Molson goes down the inside of King Monster and takes a great racing there by Molson. Molson into 4th place, followed by King Monster, Matt Elwood, Chuck and Roger. Fantastic racing. We've got 3, 4, 5 cars in the battle here. Molson's having a fantastic race. 4th place is getting chased down by King Monster, not too far behind is Matt Elwood. There's King Monster, but King Monster's really putting the pressure now from Matt Elwood. Is Matt Elwood close enough to make a move? It's after going to be the draft. Oh, a little twitch there. Great racing between these guys. There's Monster, Chuck, Matt Elwood, Rodrew. 5 cars in the battle. Matt Elwood takes a look down the inside, also Rodrew takes a look down the inside of Chuck. Does he take him? Matt Elwood, Monster, neck and neck. This is what we want to see, guys. We better go back at football, coming towards the end of the first race. And there we have it, Jerry Smiles takes it from Callum, just third place is Paul. Looks like Molson, fantastic racing there by Molson, take that fourth position. Molson's really on it for this one. Fifth place, Metal with King Monster, Chuck and Wadru. Ninth place is Unforgiven, Hodgie and Launch. Phew, what a race. Fantastic win there for Jerry Smiles. First place for Jerry. Great racing by him. And third and final race of this first round, guys, has to be Racer of the Round. Fantastic stuff. Right guys, hope everybody enjoyed that. I certainly did. We'll see you about the same time next Sunday for the second round of this brand new championship.